Hi guys, TMH here again, and today we're going to be doing a couple of things. I want to get another beacon. I've been very busy down in the nether, and I currently have 4 wither skulls, so we're going to go over to the island I found again today and kill another wither, and hopefully get another beacon for the village. You may also notice I've moved my storage hut to the right. I might move this as well. It's quite nice just seeing it. You don't need to see the whole pyramid, I don't think. I just like these top levels here. So we're going to head over to that island in a minute. Got my super suit on and the super weapons. We're going to head over there and hopefully kill a wither without misfit this time. I don't know how that will go, but we'll give it a blast. I put a hidden chest under here with misfits. All of the potions misfit gave me, which he gave me. They were a gift, so should be able to do it in 2 minutes, but okay. And for the second part of the episode, we're going to try and design the hub for our nether system. Misfit's been very busy with his tunnel and it's looking brilliant, but when you travel through his nice tunnel with snow and ice and rail tracks and everything, and you arrive at the cobble mess of the main hub, it looks terrible. So we're going to head over there and do some designing, and hopefully by the end of the episode have something laid out that we'll be able to build on, and we'll each have our own sort of doorway that leads off to our areas. But for now, I'm just going to gather everything up, get ready to fight the wither, and I will meet you over at the island. So here we are at the island. I'm just going to go straight into it. I'm pretty confident. The last fight was pretty easy with Misfit, so I'm hoping it's not going to be too hard. Just drink everything. Ah, crap. Luckily I noticed that though. Okay, so should be good to go. What a weird sound. I was laughing too much last time, so I didn't hear him very well. Wow. This stays right above you, eh? I wonder if he can hear that then, this bit. Oh, this guy. I'm afraid I can't type. I'll probably be stuck in a hole right now. This is an amazing bow. But still... I can't focus, I just don't know what my health is, and I'm so scared. See, that's just the case. Oh, there's a hitman. Yes! And we have the star. We have the star. That is brilliant. That was, again, pretty easy. That's pretty weird that Misfit heard that. Wow, and oh, look at this mess. Wow, that is crazy. Well, that was interesting. So I'll maybe just neaten this place up again, put another layer of dirt over it, and head back to the village and we'll meet you there and make another beacon. I think what I'm going to do for this beacon will be jump 1 and regeneration, and then with the second beacon speed 2, just so I can bolt around the village. But anyway, I will meet you when I return to the village. Okay guys, that's us back at the village. I've made the next beacon, just need to get some iron ores as payment. And then we're going to head over to the nether hub. I'm going to design a few ideas I have for, you know, walls and different materials. I really like jungle wood for some reason, specifically jungle wood against sort of sandstone. I like that, but I also like cobble. I must be one of the few people who do, but I really like cobble. Anyway, I'm going to head over there shortly and design a few things. I'm going to meet Misfit there, and we're going to finalise the shape. We're going for a circle, but we just need to make sure it's big enough for all our tunnels, and probably future tunnels when we build elsewhere. But for now, let's get this in. Right, so I'm going to change this to speed 2, and then this one will be jump with regen. So I should have... Yep, there we go. That is brilliant. Oh yeah! That's brilliant. That's great. So for now, I'm going to head to the nether hub. I'll design a few things and I will meet you there. Just one more thing before I head over to the nether hub. Every time Misfit comes over here, he's always asking me why I have such terrible looking street lamps with the torches sticking out and things. Well, to answer you, Misfit, for the 50th time, I plan on making a night and day sensor. I think I'm going to put it over there at some point, and you know, wire all these up to that night and day sensor, so during the day they'll switch off, and then at night they'll all switch on. Hence, night and day sensor. But that's my plan. These are purely here just so I've got a rough idea where I want to put the lamps. They won't look like this. I mean, these look terrible. But it's purely there just so I have a reference for where I'm going to put them. So, there you go, Misfit. Don't ask again. Anyway, I'm going to gather up some resources and take them over to the nether hub. And when I've come up with a few design ideas, I will be right back. Hi guys, just a quick update. Misfit and I have built the shape, the circular shape now for the hub. So my current really boring job is just laying ice down, just so we can sprint about a wee bit quicker. It will be below a layer of half slabs. We had a problem with this rail there. But that's where we are at the moment. I'll come back once it's all iced and done, and then I'll start building up some walls and some tunnel entrances. Not sure how we're going to do it, but we'll work on it as we're going. Anyway, it was just to show you the progress we're making. This should be fun. So I'll be right back once everything's iced up. So I went on a kind of all-night sesh on here and just went ahead and finished the hub. Well, nearly finished. I've laid out the circle and the walls. I still need to do the ceiling and probably the floor, but so far I'm really really happy how it turned out. Actually, I'm not. I'm. It it serves the purpose well. There's loads of tunnels that we'll be able to use. I've blocked them off just now, but yeah, I'm really happy. Conveniently, Misfit's tunnels, entrance and exits sort of line up pretty well, but he says he'll sort out that. I've also actually relaid the flooring to the temple. So that's just there's ice under these half slabs, and that just takes us. I've also, once I've done my tunnel, I'll disable my, or remove my portal from below, and I'll just start using the portals up here. But yeah, I'm really happy how it's all turned out. I think for the rest of this episode, I'm just going to carve a tunnel down to my area. I don't know which tunnel will be mine, Reapers, and the Stronghold. I was thinking I could do Stronghold here, Reaper's tunnel, and then my tunnel here. But yeah, I mean that should be okay. I'm just gonna hollow it out and see what happens. I've also made this message board. We're not always on at the same time. Reaper's notorious for coming on at like 3 in the morning and 4 in the morning. It's crazy, crazy. So if he can't get a hold of us, or we can't get a hold of him, you know, we'll just make up a wee sign here that says something, and they'll get the message. But yeah, I'm really chuffed with how this has turned out. I hope Misfit and Reaper like it. Loads of tunnels, that's the main thing, that we've got loads of access to our different areas. I'll probably put the mushroom entrance here. Yeah, one other thing we discussed about before building this was whether to have it an odd number of numbers or an even number wide. We went for even numbers, so it annoys me because if I have a track, I like it to be in the middle, but I think what I'll do most of the time for my tunnels is have the track down one way and then ice just the other side. So most of my tunnels will be too wide. I'm going to keep mine straight most of the time. I'm not going to do that and make a 50 wide tunnel with 10 rails and a million different things. That's ridiculous. I'm just going to have mine too wide and keep it simple. But I hope the other guys like it. Like I said, I love the sandstone and the jungle wood against each other. I think they go well. And the birch is nice though. I might do something with the flooring with the birch, because the nether's so dark. I like the light colours to really brighten it up a wee bit. I did bring grass, but in the nether it's always dull and doesn't look very nice. So I'm happy with what we've got just now. The floor and the ceiling, I'll do at another point. I'm really not bothered. I just need to know how far down my tunnel is here. See, I'm gonna hit that. That's annoying. And I need another tunnel to the mass harvester. Damn. It's quite annoying. Myself and Reaper have a lot of things this way. There's the mass harvester, my village, Reaper's village, the stronghold. So at some point we'll have to work out what we're doing. So maybe I'll do that first. I'll have a quick shuffle about of the tunnels, work out which one's best for my village, and I'll be right back. So I think I'm just going to share the mass harvester with my tunnel because it's mine anyway. So I'll just, when it comes to my portal for the village, I'll just have a separate bit that leads off to the mass harvester. I could have put the stronghold here, Reaper's village, the mass harvester in my village, but I really don't mind. I'll just finish hollowing this out. I need to design what blocks I'm going to have as the border to this tunnel, but I really don't know. I might, I want to use blocks that, I think I might use the stuff from the stronghold, the mossy brick, and the cracked brick, because I will never use that for anything really. Whoa! Well, that was lucky. I will probably have to give this a cobble base, more cobble. Really don't want to fall. There we are. So I'll probably just move this portal here. That shouldn't kick up a fuss. It's fine. And then yeah, it'll split off again and go further down to the mass harvester. It's just I don't want to waste all the tunnels in the hub straight away, because we'll hopefully be making loads of things on here. So, well, that's that. We are back at the mass harvester. I've been working on the watermelon and pumpkin farms, and I've tried to join them this time. I figured each time you harvest pumpkin, you only get one pumpkin, so I've doubled up the lines of pumpkin here and then just a single line of watermelon, because they usually give maybe 2 to 3 watermelon pieces per harvest, so hopefully that'll even out. And then it gives me space above to put another wheat farm. Hopefully in the roof space I'll have the beef killer, but I am stuck. I'm afraid I've gone to Misfit's area and looked at his, but I just can't get my head around the timing. He's got his pistons to raise. His line of pistons is raised first, and then after a certain amount of time, another piston drops and water flows, and then the water flow stops, and then these pistons return to normal. It's easy really, but I just I just can't get my head around it. So I am going to wait for Misfit. He's been away this weekend, so I'm going to wait until he gets back to help me with this. I've copied most of what he's done. Along here there are repeaters to power each of the pistons, but I'm stuck. I I really don't know what to do here. So I'm gonna leave this till next episode, and I'll hopefully finish it with Misfit. I've moved. Ah, I've not, ah! I've no weapons on me. They're all in the Nether. So we're gonna head back to the Nether and work on my Nether tunnel that leads to the village and to the mass harvester. I have a pixel art ready to be made, so we're going to make that, and we will return here next episode and finish it. But sometimes redstone is just too annoying for me to grasp, so Misfit will help. I've moved finally after quite a lot of digging of netherrack. I've separated all our tunnels out now, so we'll just go and see that. And it's all very neat, ready for rail tracks and ice tunnels. So this is my tunnel, and it leads to, breaks off to the mass harvester. I thought I would just share the tunnels. Very little food. I brought a mushroom through here, but it just died. I went over and it was just 2 bits of beef, so I don't know what's happened there. This is my secret. So Reaper's tunnel is now straight down there. Stronghold goes down this way, and my tunnel and the mass harvester shares here. So it's looking good. I'm really happy with the way it's all turned out, but for now let's go and make some pixel art. My plan is, well, I don't know what I'm going to do for sort of border around here. I'll probably just keep it quite simple. I would like, however, to make the border going to the mass harvester all the different items you can harvest. So as we go along, you'll pass some mushrooms and some wheat, some carrots, potatoes. You know, they'll just all line down here. I thought that would be a nice touch. So that's my plan for here. But I have an idea for a pixel art for my main village entrance. And I'm sure you'll probably be able to work out what it is by the shape alone. And if not, the colours of the wool in that chest should. Can you guess what it is yet? Well, if you can't, I'm going to make it, and you'll hopefully be able to work it out after that. But look at this. This has taken me hours. Oh, so many one deep bits of netherrack. I've died quite a few times, fallen quite a few times, and there's been a lot of gas damage, so I'm gonna have to probably wrap this, or at least the bottom, wrap it with cobblestone, because I think Misfit mentioned that I think they can sometimes see through these cracks, because I've heard a couple of them shoot at me, but I don't know. I'll probably line this bottom part with cobblestone, and my plan was to have, if I have a rail track, it'll end here, and you'll just walk this last bit. And there will probably be a glass sort of bridge leading to the portal. So it'll go along here. But I love this, it's crazy. Up in the portal area. It's such a sight on the eyes. So I'm really happy with that. But let's start this pixel art. That's really annoying, that fire, actually. I'm going to put them out and we'll get working on this. There we go, that fire starting to get annoying. So, I'm not really sure best way to go about this. Probably just go up in lines as per usual. I need a lot of white for this project. So maybe that's another clue as to what this project is. Well, this is the last line. Do you think you've worked out what it is? Last couple of blocks, and we're done. I'm not going to light this pixel art because I'm hoping the light from the nether portal will be enough. So, are we ready? We'll go back as if we were travelling to my portal. What could this be? That is brilliant. That is brilliant. Fitting that the sounds of gas below us are there. That is great. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a flaming ball here, but I really like that. That is that is great. Really happy with that. So that'll be a nice picture when you enter here, and then you'll walk down a nice glass tunnel. In fact, I think I'll do the glass tunnel now, and then it's done. So, we'll head back to the village. Got the two beacons kicking ass. It's so hard to control yourself when you're, you know, so fast and jumping around. You really need proper food as well. Okay. Darn. Off to the temple then. Where am I going? I'm actually getting really low on resources. These last few projects of mine have emptied that temple, so maybe in another episode or two I'll probably do some caving and just some general resource gathering. There's loads of caves around here that I've lit up but didn't take any resources from because I just had so much iron at the time. But now that that is pretty much all gone from the beacon and all the pistons for the mass harvester, I want to gather up my supplies again. And probably soon as well. So many projects, but I really need to make my emerald house as well. I haven't done much else with that. The emeralds are still just sitting collecting dust in this chest. So I really need to get designing a house for that, and we'll head over to the Mushroom Island soon and build that. I really want to do stuff with the Mushroom Island, specifically a mob farm as well. Try and find a good way of getting some gunpowder. And my night and day sensors been waiting to be done since I found this village. But I'll do it all. It just takes time, like all things on Minecraft. Anyway, let's continue on. I hope the glass doesn't take away. Yeah, it should be okay. I was worried that it might not look as good, but it's actually okay. That would do there. Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I am really happy with that. Really happy. So I'll probably open up my tunnel now. I was just closing it off while I made this. My plan is for here. This is going to be tricky, I think, but whatever block colors or block types I use, they'll probably just run along the tunnel like this, you know, as a wall. And then what I would like to try and do is sort of, as they enter here, sort of break off like that. That's my plan. So through the tunnel it goes like this, and then they just expand to the edges here. So the three colours will stay the same, and then it'll just expand right to probably this line here, and I'll just stone brick the rest, as well as cobbling underneath just for a bit of protection. I think that'll look pretty cool. So that was my plan for this tunnel, and then for this tunnel I want to get, you know, just some things running along, some mushrooms, some wheat and things. I think that'll be really cool. But I'm really happy with this, and you see the portal sort of lights it up really nicely. Yeah, brilliant. So it's all coming together. I hope the other guys are impressed with this room. It took a long time to cave out. This was the worst part though. All of these are just, oh crap. Here we go. Damn. This is what I have to put up with all the time. Now there's just one more thing I wanted to show you. So I'm gonna head over there now and I will show you it. So we're staying in the nether, but it's quicker to get to this thing from Misfit's side. So this is this tunnel he's built. I think it is incredible. Too big though, it's ridiculously big. He's got 2 ice channels, a stupid railway, snow everywhere. I mean, it looks good, but what a size of a tunnel. I'm quite happy with a 2 wide tunnel. Misfits is what, I think it was 22 wide or something, 22 blocks wide. Crazy. But the thing we're seeing is was actually created by Misfit, so he has been doing a lot. He's been doing his tunnel, his secret project, and this thing in the nether. What an idiot. I went to the wrong bit. It's too busy talking. So we'll head to, where are we going? Yeah, here. This is where I've been finding most of the weather skills. This is Misfit's fortress, and it's really good for weathers. But where we are going is to our original fortress that I found right at the start, and we found it, and there's 2 blaze spawners on it. Unfortunately, they weren't close enough to combine, but Misfit's been really, crap, I don't have any weapons. Misfit's been really busy here and has very kindly, crap, this is not going to end well. He has very kindly, with a lot of time and effort, built a blaze farm. Try and hopefully be safe down here. Lock myself in just now. So it's pretty simple. The lava is there to keep the spawner lit up so they don't spawn, but as soon as the lava disappears, the blaze starts spawning. They fall down onto ledges and get pushed off by pistons, and eventually they make their way down here. So we'll try and gather a few up and I'll show you how it's done, but I will be sitting AFK here for quite a while because blaze rods are brilliant for ovens. There's some, that's brilliant. So really, thanks to Misfit for building this. That was a brilliant thing from the server. I've been wanting him to build one for ages, and I had no idea where to start building one, so it was always going to have to be Misfit. But let's go for a harvest, see how we go. I still need to make some harming potions to throw at them. For now it's just a one-hit punch, but there you go. Brilliant. And then you just reset it and start again. So thanks to Misfit for building that, that is very helpful. I am gonna run out of here and get to safety. I've just left my weapons at... ah, crap. Left all my weapons in my nether tunnel, because nothing really spawns there that I need to worry about. I think that's us safe. Oh, what the hell. 3 blaze, 4 blaze, and a wither skull, but I don't think I'll survive. Ah, there's one up there as well, but this is not going to end well. I don't know what I got there, I'm going to die. Yep, this isn't going to end well. I don't know what my health is. Nah, didn't get anything off them. Oh my goodness, this is not a good day. Ah. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode and the pixel art that I created for my nether hub, or nether tunnel. Next episode will definitely finish up that. Misfit will help me, I'm sure, if I pay him some iron or something. But really happy with how this turned out. This ghast is brilliant. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.